So I'm here to talk about a number of YouTubes because that's pretty much what I do anymore, and it's really the only way I'm finding happiness lately is because no one talks to each other. So the only way to get the solid information that's really on the forefront, that makes you feel like you're a surfer in the barrel of the wave, really getting the tightest, most intricate forming of information possible. You want to make sure you're where the excitement is. You don't want to be on the backside of the wave just catching everything after the fact. So the only way I know how to do that is by staying glued to the YouTubes, smashing the like button, running through the entire comment section. I know this sounds like just ultimate jerk off, ultimate for YouTube, right? Well, it's the only way to control your content. It's the only way I've been able to find good content. It's not even limited to YouTube. This goes for any social media account that you have. Anywhere I see spam in my accounts that I don't like, I start attacking the spam. And why is that? It's a preemptive reverse attack. Because I already know that there's going to be spam that pops up that I'm not going to be happy with at some random time in the future. So the only way, it's part of manifesting what you want. That's why people write in journals. You write in a journal every day so that you can kind of lead yourself down a predictive life that you enjoy and that you want. It's how you lead yourself into the direction you desire, right? You set a schedule or a ritual. You do something that creates a flow of energy in a certain direction that we can have momentum towards things that you are aiming at. It's how you get trajectory and momentum initiated, right? So the best way to get this done is to attack first. Because they're going to attack you. You may be okay with whatever you're viewing currently, but let's say tomorrow you get on and you're not in a good mood for whatever various reason. All of a sudden, the spam hits you with something that you did not want to see, and you're having a bad day. Now you're ultimately triggered into a zone of energy that you never like to be in. You don't like to be there for any amount of time. You hate it every time you go there, whatever. Well, the best way to take control of that is you actually do have to spend time with your spam. I mean, how else are you going to control the monsters that sit there and rake all this money? And you never sat there and thought, how stupid is it that whoever's in the spam section can feed me straight up BS and they get paid for it? Like they're a part of your life. They're in your feed. It should irritate you. They should be a little bug under your rug, I mean, you should be acting like the princess with the pea under your mattress. You should be wanting the perfect mattress lay. Yes, you do want that. Like, I don't know who's over here going, oh yeah, you can put as many peas as you want under my mattress. I don't care. Excuse me? Have you looked at the spam? Have you looked at the government? Have you listened to Kamala Harris talk? Have you listened to anything that's come through the media? Have you checked anything out? Do you pay attention to anything? Because they're constantly feeding it through the spam. Like, if you do what I'm talking about, if you tack the spam ahead of time, you can almost get rid of P. Diddy's story out of your feed. We've known P. Diddy's gay. Pretty much the first time P. Diddy changed his name, everyone knew he was limp-wristed. They're like, oh yeah, Diddy, huh? All of the gutter jokes came out. Everyone knew it was a thing. I didn't even know what people were talking about because I was just a kid. I didn't even get the satire. I had no idea what they were referring to. I just knew that, it was like, why would guys like guys? That was the extent of it. I didn't know there was like satanic, ritualistic, sacrificial nonsense as a kid. So they try it. Like, if you don't attack your spam feed, that's going to be your spam feed. So, yeah, how are you going to get the companies that you want to have money to get as much money as possible and to, like, I am the king of cancel culture, even though cancel culture canceled me and now I'm completely off to the side, not making any money, I'm homeless. But I actually understand how it works. And it's because the only reason I've been canceled is because everyone misunderstands cancel culture and how to actually implement it in their daily life. Because they all act like, oh, someone else is going to get canceled. And they act like they had something to do with it. You didn't have anything to do with somebody getting canceled. Somebody getting canceled is strictly to do with the Illuminati and backdoor bullshit involving the police and firefighters. Unless you're one of the people carrying out the gang stalking, it's not you that had anything to do with the canceling. So when people are getting online, ooh, someone got canceled, they're the biggest puppet, biggest lying sack of bullshit waiting to get canceled themselves. Because they have nothing to do with it. Unless they signed their soul over to the devil, unless they're actually in the Illuminati themselves carrying out the gang stalking, unless they're sitting there making the calls, yo, I need you to turn my street into a drag strip at 3 a.m. so you can piss off this neighbor of mine that's a target because we're trying to get him out of the neighborhood. Unless you're sitting there in the chat room making those calls, you can't get on and be like, oh, bro, someone's getting canceled. Like, you can maybe say it, but you can't be sitting there being all celebratory about it. Right? So, with all this, it's about attacking the spam. You gotta attack this stuff because the only way to give money to the companies that you want is to sit there and you gotta report spam that you think is just garbage. And what do I mean by that? I actually sit there and report little children bouncing around on social network. Like, if they're not 18 and they're shaking their ass in my fucking spam feed, I fucking report them. I report that so quick. I'm like, hell no. You ain't gonna wave your underage booty in my spam feed on the regular. Like, every time I can't even open up Facebook or YouTube without some little twat rag shaking her butt next to her mother in my feed. It's like the most disgusting thing ever. And you're like, I have to watch this because it's in my spam feed and I gotta see what is going on with the rest of the world. That's like your window to the world. So the only way to control that stuff is to go, like, until I see car stuff, like, I want to see rubber advertisements. I want to see Falcon tires. I want to see the new Michelin tire that's coming out. I want to see, where do I find cheap Rock Auto? Where's the Rock Auto at? It should be geared towards things I'm interested in. No, this thing's trying to shove underage twats into my face nonstop. And it's like, you can tell what this thing's trying to do. You know it's trying to cancel you if it's shoving underage sex symbolism down your throat nonstop, 24/7. Whenever you get on, no matter when, no matter why you get on, even if it knows you're getting on to find directions to go to, let's say, a parent-teacher meeting, it's going to be trying to cram underage swimsuit, what do they call that? It's going to have like little underage kids like trying on swimsuits and like shaking their ass in your spam feed. You'll be trying to flip through your Instagram and there's going to be like half naked underage chicks dancing with their mom with like TikTok advertisements in the bottom. Like, ooh, it's TikTok. It's okay, It's sort of like the thing where there's a bartender yelling at this person sitting at the bar saying, yo, you gotta like turn that pornography off. And then it flips over to the person they're yelling at and they're like, oh, it's okay, I'm a transgender. Which is a democratic approach to well-being today. There you have it. Get a load of that. Take control of your spam feed before it turns you into a pedophile.